In this video, we will show you how to replace your transmission kickdown cable on this Dodge Ram 1500. Part of this will be located along the passenger side of your throttle body. It's going to make its way under the vehicle to the driver's side of your transmission. Let's get into it. Okay friend, let's get started on our job. First thing you want to do is go ahead and open the hood, and we're going to make our way along the passenger side of the throttle body. You can see the air intake system here, and you can see the cable just below this area. Now typically you can take hold of this cable and start separating it. I'm just going to remove the air intake tube from this top air filter box here, just to give myself a little bit more room to work. For this, it's fairly simple overall. You can take hold of it, we'll give it a little wiggle and slide it out of the way. Now we can start removing the cable from this area. As far as the cable end itself, it has a small hooked area that slides over a locating tab. So for this, we're going to hold this still so it does not move on us, and we'll take hold of the cable and slide it straight forward to separate it. That should pop out of place fairly easily. A quick inspection of the cable, and definitely a thorough inspection of this mounting tab. If it looks like it's rotted or damaged, you definitely want to replace this. This one looks fine, we can move along. Now to separate the next portion of the cable from its mounting bracket, it has two locking tabs. There's one down on the bottom right under here, and there's a second one up along the top. For the bottom one, I'm going to use a small prying device, a pry bar really, and I'm going to get under here, gently start prying up, releasing that locking tab. As for this top one, you can either press it by finger or even use some pliers if necessary. Now that I have that separated, just a quick inspection of that cable and of course the bracket itself. Before we make our way onto the vehicle, it's a good idea to tie a lengthy portion of string to the very end of the cable here. Once we make our way down to the bottom, we're going to have to dislodge several mounting points, and then down at the transmission, there's another area down there. Once everything's properly disconnected, we can carefully start pulling this down and out from under the vehicle or even up top. But generally, down along the bottom of the vehicle is going to be the easiest, and the string is on here, so once we do swap that over to the new cable, we can easily draw the new cable up into the proper positioning. Now we're underneath the driver's side of the vehicle. You can see the transmission pan. As we make our way up, we can see our shift lever, and then just above that is where our transmission kickdown cable connects onto. That connects onto this lever here. The very end of this portion of the cable actually presses straight down onto its locating tab, so I'm just going to use a small prying device, a trim tool actually. Now that I have that popped up, of course, a quick inspection of this lever right here, confirming it's not rotted or damaged. We also do want to make sure it can move like this. If it doesn't retract, it could be bound in some way, or the spring might be damaged. If that's the case, you definitely want to take care of it. This feels fine, so let's continue on following that cable to its next mounting point right back here. Now in this area, for this portion of the cable, there's actually a small locking tab that you want to try to make your way along. It's on the outboard side, closest to the driver's side. Once you gently pry that away, you should be able to lift the cable up and out of this mounting bracket. After you have that dislodged, you want to continue following the cable all the way up along the top of the transmission. We can see it circling around this area. Double check to see where it looks like it's latched onto. Typically, there's going to be some plastic clips holding it in place to other lines up along the top of the transmission. I can see one right over here. It looks as though this one's already broken. Commonly, there will be several of these. Just go ahead and dislodge those. For those, you can use a flat blade screwdriver. Now to help make it so we can easily pull this thing out, we're going to make it so it comes all the way down along the side of the transmission and not necessarily wrapped around all the rest of this stuff. So I'll just work it out of place. Try not to cause any damage to any of those wiring harnesses as we continue on. Now after dislodging everything, we'll carefully start pulling this down. Okay friend, let's get ready to install our brand new transmission kickdown cable. Let's start with the end that has to make its way all the way up to the top. We want to make sure we protect this so it doesn't get damaged as we bring it up there. I'm going to use a small covering on this. For this, I'll be using a rubber glove, and then we'll tape it so it does not fall off while we continue. Just leave an end on there so I can easily take this off. Now continuing on, we're going to tie our string onto this, and we'll carefully start bringing it all the way up into the engine compartment. Now continuing from here, let's take hold of the cable. We'll start bringing it up along the driver's side and upper portion of the transmission, up along the back side of the engine compartment. And then we'll continue guiding it from up inside the engine compartment. There we are. Obviously, you want to be extremely careful. If it feels as though it's binding, making its way up, it's quite possible it's stuck on a bracket of some sort. If that's the case, just make your way back underneath the vehicle, make your quick adjustment, and then go ahead and bring this up. Now that we have it up here, we can go ahead and remove all of this apparatus here. We'll give the cable end a quick inspection to confirm it's not damaged during the installation process, and we'll continue on with the bracket. Get this off of here. Now we're going to take the cable, we're going to come through the back side of this bracket here and latch it in. When we latch it in, you want to make sure you have this locking mechanism facing out towards the passenger side. Press it in, listen for a click. We're not going to do anything with this white locking mechanism yet. Let's make our way up here. We're going to secure this portion of the cable. Now for this, it has the plastic locking clip here. We just want to slide that right over this tab, press it in, listen for a click, and give it a light tug, making sure it's properly secured in place. I heard an audible click. A light tug, it should be able to move around freely, but definitely not slide off. Let's pause in the engine compartment and we'll make our way back down to the driver's side of the transmission. Now down in this area, we want to make sure that we have the cable going rearward towards the rear end of the transmission. It's going to swoop back around and make its way all the way up here close to where the gear shift is. As we bring it around, we'll be careful it does not get caught on anything. We don't want to bind, causing any damage. Now we're going to bring it into this bracket right along here. For that, you just want to try to align it. We're going to press it in, double check to make sure you cannot lift it up and out of position. If it lifts up, it's not locked in properly. Just going to check this real quick. I like to make sure all my wiring is free and clear of everything. Make sure the cable isn't pushing it in the wrong direction. Okay, I heard a click. I'm attempting to lift it. It does not lift up. Now it's time for the end of the cable here. Typically, I like to add a little bit of silicone paste. You could also use some petroleum jelly if necessary. Press it in, listen for a click from that. We're going to double check, make sure this can move. That feels good. Now we have this plastic portion right along here. That actually just goes right on the very end here. It should clip right in as well. There we are. Once again, audible click, and it's secured. Now that we have that latched in, the next thing you want to do is secure that cable. Any of those mounting points that you had dislodged, you want to go ahead and try to reattach it. If your plastic connector pieces are broken, you could use a wire tie if necessary. Now we're back in the engine compartment, and the next thing we want to do is go ahead and take hold of this valve right along here. We're just going to function it a couple times, like as if we were pressing on the gas pedal. You can see our kickdown cable moving as it should, but what we really need to pay attention to is the slack that's in this area. If you can see that the cable wants to dip down or even up, essentially not a straight line, that means it needs to be adjusted inward. To be able to do this, you're going to use a small pocket screwdriver or pretty much anything to like, and essentially once you do feel as though you have this so it's straight in like this, you can press in on this black piece. While pressing that in, that's going to make the adjustment here. We can feel that it's nice and firm, and then you want to lock it in with your white locking tab right along this area. Now we'll just double check this. I can see that there's no slack in this area. It's not curving in one direction or the other. Now, if you did happen to remove your air intake system, we're going to reattach that right into this area. Just line it up, press it in, give it a little wiggle, make sure that's properly secured. Okay, friend, we finished the installation of our transmission kickdown cable. The next thing that you need to do is go ahead and make your way into the passenger compartment and attempt to take your vehicle for a road test. If it feels as though the transmission doesn't shift properly, you want to make your way back up here and continue on with your adjustment. Make your adjustment as necessary by carefully dislodging that white locking tab by pulling it out a little bit, and then you can adjust the cable. After you've made your adjustment, make sure you lock it back in and then re-road test. Aside from that, thanks for watching.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.